Hibiscus was one of those products that, you're kind of like, do I need another floral bundle? I don't know. And then they ramp it up a notch, and suddenly it's like, yep, I sure do. I need another floral bundle. And part of the reason that I need it is because I am obsessed with hybrid embossing folders, which is what this is. So you can purchase the product separately. You can purchase, if you don't have a Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, first of all, let's take care of that. Put it on your wish list for 2025, and let's get you in our beautiful machine. But if you don't have it, you can just get the stamp set. It's amazing. It's beautiful. It's got a lot of possibilities. I like the sentiments. I love the little crosshatch here you can do some things with. But this, you can buy this separately as well. This is the hybrid embossing folder. And note that when we have a hybrid embossing folder, there's always a die set with it. You too, Marianne. Good to see you here. So the dies go with the embossing folder. They can be used separately. You can see here we've got a couple of label dies that we can use. We've got leaves, which we are using for this card. We've got some standalone flowers that we can use. So our options are great. You can use this. So here we've got our stamp with the flowers, and this die cuts them all out together. And this is a two-step stamp set, meaning there are filler stamps that you can use inside of the outlines, which I love. I love two-step sets. They make things so easy. And then we've got this amazing opportunity to do some cutting and embossing at the same time. So you're probably familiar with our hybrid embossing folders because they've been around for quite a while now. If you are not, let me just educate you here a little bit this afternoon, because it's not morning. I got some sticky stuff on the back of my folder. Oops, wrong side. So when you use these together, and you don't have to, by the way, I would like to bring in a piece, Exhibit A, that shows you do not have to use the cutting with the embossing. You can just use the embossing and it's gorgeous. But we're going to do cutting and embossing at the same time. So I'm just going to add my white cardstock, close this up here, and then run it through my machine. So bringing this in, I know quarters are a little bit tight, so it makes it tricky when I want to show you here. But we're just using plate number 1 on our Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, which I lovingly refer to as the Big Boss. I do too, Anna, like my favorite product. Almost. Close. Amongst the favorites. How about that? And then we'll put in the folder with the die cutting, and then also plate number 4. So I'm going to run this through now. And then magically, what happens with the hybrid embossing folder is that it cuts and embosses at the same time. So it's designed for those images to be cut and embossed at the same time. It's designed for the die to go right inside the folder. So that is the magic of the hybrid embossing folder. And now are you ready to create a gorgeous card? Perfect for the new year because it has a little shine and shimmer. Happy New Year, Laura. Good to have you here. Sylvia, Happy New Year. I am using today a piece of 3x4 brushed silver specialty paper, I think is the whole name for it. And it comes in a pack with the gold. Now, if you know, if you've been watching me lately, shoot, I thought I had the gold. Oh yeah, I do. I've been using the gold so much so that I almost hate to use the regular gold because I love the brush texture on here. It's so nice, and it's textured so that you can actually feel that texture in here. Hi, Andrea. Happy New Year. So we've got the silver and the gold that come in the pack together. And when it's this beautiful, and when I know I'm going to cover this up, I wanted to make the most out of it. So the leaves that I am going to use on my card, I cut out of the center. And I think I forgot to cut the white piece that layers on there. But a little tip for you about cutting any paper that's 12 by 12. If you can design a card or make a card that you can use 3 by 4 pieces, that is absolutely the most effective way to use your 12 by 12, because you can get 12 pieces out of it. And I think that is so, 3 by 4 is such a cool, I love it so much that I had a class on it. Class on 3 by 4 designer series papers in 2023. Back a ways. It's been back a ways. But such a great way to use your 12 by 12. So I cut this 3 by 4, which means this is cut 2 3/4 by 3 3/4. And we're actually going to start by doing some heat embossing as well. So grabbing my Versamark ink and the Congratulations, which actually comes in this particular stamp set. I'm going to stamp that in Versamark ink. And then I've got just a piece of paper here and silver embossing powder. Remember, our embossing powders come in sets of 3. And this silver comes in the metallic with gold, and I think it's copper. And then the white, clear, and black come together in a pack as well. And I'm not using my amazing Powder Pal tools for this. Honestly, if you weren't here at the beginning, I talked about a little bit of chaos here in my space. I have no idea where all that stuff is right now. So there's some change coming in our lives. Don't know how distant the future is on that change, but I will be forced to deal with what is in my space, which is good. It's a good thing. Hi, Anne. How are you today? I hope you're doing well. Happy New Year. So now I'm heat embossing the Congratulations. And it is the most, in my opinion, the most beautiful way to add silver stamped images or sentiments. That embossing, there's nothing like it. It's so pretty. Okay, then we're going to add that to our 3 by 4 piece of brushed silver specialty paper. And as you see, since I cut those leaves out of the center, I'm going to add my adhesive around the edges only so that it doesn't show through there. See, I'm covering it up anyway. Why would I not cut my leaves out of there, right? So smart. Okay. And I'm not calling me smart. I've seen it from other people. All right. So now we're going to bring in this. Oh, it's kind of a mess, but I cut this piece back in, oh my goodness, probably October, anticipating a time when I was going to demonstrate how to make this card. So there are some like specks of ink on it. I'll show you that in just a second when I flip this over. Look, I got specks of ink on it. It's been sitting here that long, since October. And finally, it's like, all right, I got to make this card. So I have essentially cut, and I don't know if you can tell So this is a 4 1/4 center here, and I've scored it from 2 1/8 from each side, and then cut out these corners here. And then of course, so I scored it at 5 1/2 as well. So, and I will start blogging again, and this will be there. So you'll be able to see these measurements. But I started with a full sheet of 8 1/2 by 11. But we're going to fold these sides in and then fold this side down, and that will be our cool fun fold card. Hi, Maggie. Good to see you, Kathy. And then we're going to take the piece that I embossed already without the cutting, and I'm going to add this to the front of my card. And I try to be very gentle with my Stampin' Seal because it's embossed. It has a tendency to rip under the Stampin' Seal if I go too quickly. So already it's beautiful, right? I love the white on white look. And then we're going to open this up, and I have cut 2 pieces. See, we're going to cover up those spatters there, and we're going to add those right here. Although I want the images to there. How about that? The images match up. Okay, so these are 1 7/8 by 5 1/4, I believe. And again, I will have those measurements on the blog. Did I do that wrong already? Let's see. Nope, it's good. AmyRich.net is where you'll find my blog. There are so many beautiful projects there. You can go there. I know, white on white with silver. Yeah, you can't go wrong. There are categories on my blog. So if you're looking for fun folds, or even the 12 projects of Christmas, or technique spotlights, you know, all of those things are separated by category as well, so you can easily find posts that maybe you're looking for. And then don't forget, while you're there, if you're on Pinterest, pin the card that you like to Pinterest so that you can always access it from Pinterest and have it really well organized there. All right, so I'm not going to do anything to the middle here on camera, but I'll show you my finished. I just added some leaves in there. So we're going to close up this card. Hi, Donna. Good to see you here. And then we're going to add this piece here. Oh my gosh, so pretty. I said it's perfect for the new year for the reason that it has some shine and bling on it. I'm going to center this, by the way. But also, this is a wedding card, and I have a wedding coming up this year in 2025. Our son's getting married, and so perfect to start the new year with the wedding card on What's Up Stampers. Eek. So excited. And then we're going to add our flowers that we have cut out. So I'm going to start about here, approximately right here. And then we're going to add the next biggest one, and these are flat, and we're going to add this one to overlap just a little bit and hang down just a little bit more. And I'm not going to be afraid to go over the edge a little. And then we'll add our leaves, and our leaves will go ready for this one. So maybe I should pull that out just a little bit. There we go. And right here. Oh, so pretty. And the texture on that silver, isn't that perfect? I'm in love. And then we're going to add our flower with Stampin' Dimensionals. So lots of happy things happening in 2025, or at least that's the plan. Only God knows, of course. But right now, that's the plan. Wedding. Yay. And then I'm going to add our flower, just overlapping the leaves and the other flowers there. Oh my gosh, isn't it? Thanks, Kathy. I know, I love this card. I had made it for a swap, and like I said, I had cut it and had planned to do a YouTube video about this card, post it in a couple different places, Rumble, of course, shared on Facebook. And it didn't happen until now. So I'm excited to share it. And these beauties right here, let me just talk about these for just a second. These are white and silver, and then like a pecan pie and copper embellishment, which also comes from the online exclusives. They are called pecan pie and clear ribbon adhesive backed dots. It's a mouthful. And I just added the white or the clear and silver ones there to the front of the card. Isn't that gorgeous? And then there's, so let me show you my original. So just so you can see, all I did on the inside was add a couple of leaves and embossed. Really simple, but it adds a little touch of elegance to the card, and I just think it's so pretty.